headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Sellers, wasting no time taking a shot. Makes the catch down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back. He runs and takes.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his man. It's Moore.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback will keep it. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care what.
Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
North Texas could see if they could get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it, and he's open. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Calls his own number. Inside the 45.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keelan Russell pulls it in. It's Moore. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Throwing Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. All the way. Touchdown, North Texas.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Russell looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. Here's a little room there. The 50, the 40, and the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He breaks a tackle.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's second and long. Might be changing the route. Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got it in the middle. It's Matthews.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then
lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long. Got room to work. There's a crease. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The run inside. It's Allen.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. This is a designed run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Going to take a shot. What a catch and what a throw along the the sideline, just sings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah,
It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown, the opening drive of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sellers on the play action. Throws for the tight end. The short hands, it's Clark. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for space to the left. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a rush.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting into the pitch man.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The give to the fullback. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to throw. It's Brady. Forced out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Give to the fullback. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Big fullback's got it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Auburn. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog alone. I love it.
And he added the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for room. It's Tomlinson. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the left side. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. With the catch, it's Clark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They go play action with Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The RPO, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. On 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Sellers. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. The give. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Brady. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Fullback's got it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the 1st. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Brady. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to barrel in. attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Tomlinson. Plows through the defense. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Play fake, Sellers. The sure hands, it's Matthews. Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And the Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Tomlinson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read and making sure they don't make a big play.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosion.
Guys, look at this. They're gonna gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The run inside, it's Allen. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Hard running there. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Brady. It's on target and complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Give to the big fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run it with the fullback. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Handoff to the fullback. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Now on the option. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tomlinson. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the big fullback. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Runs through a tackle. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going. And the Aztecs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sellers on the play action. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Clark. And he's still running after the move. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
How about that, man? We're trying to give you the storylines of the football game, who to watch. Apparently, it's this guy at wide receiver. First play, big pass down the field, big touchdown. Jesse, that's how you kick off a ball game.
Yeah, not even allowing us to finish our opening game thoughts, but I love the aggressive nature and play calling on offense. You're going to your big-time target at wide receiver. On the opening play, you're going to give him a shot and an opportunity to make this defense pay. It's 6-0. We barely even sat down.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Eakin. Speeding down the left side. Tag. Touchdown, Aztecs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Third down, they need 12. Offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Sellers. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
throwing Sellers. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll move the tight end. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He'll try to do it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Aztecs with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, San Diego State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads it left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Sellers. And the defense got him at the 27. The Aztecs call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the pressure. This one's complete.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Turning it on. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, and it's picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. He's going to take off. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where.
Makes the grab in their space. Can't get him to the ground. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
team. Spade up, spade up. Four. Skate.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again. Using his legs to buy some time. Zings it complete to the right. And he's wrestled to the ground.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On the move. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Lowers those pads. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you've got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Aztecs! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. Here's Sellers to throw. He wants a big play here late. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Jumped on top of the pile. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of